True story. On August 27, 2025, inside Annunciation Catholic School in Minneapolis, children gathered in prayer. Their voices echoed softly in the church. And then glass shattered. Bullets ripped through stained glass windows. Screams replaced hymns. Chaos devoured silence. 2 children fell instantly. 17 more were torn by gunfire. Their cries swallowed by the storm of bullets. The shooter had a name. Robin Westman. Just 23 years old. Cold eyes. 3 weapons in hand. No hesitation. No mercy. Witnesses swear he smiled, as if he wanted to be remembered. When the last shot echoed, Robin Westman turned the gun on himself. The silence returned, but it wasn't peace. Later, investigators uncovered his manifesto. Dark writings filled with hate, with names of past killers. A chilling message. I am the voice they ignored. The FBI called it domestic terrorism. Others called it a hate crime. But survivors whispered something darker. That evil itself had entered their church that morning. And the truth remains. When faith and innocence gathered in one place, Robin Westman answered, "This is not just tragedy, it is a haunting." So now the question is, was this just another act of terror, or something far more sinister?
Where are they? The panic is palpable. Video taken by a father who ran into the church after the shooting shows children and adults rush out of the building. 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel was one of the victims.
Please remember Fletcher for the person he was and not the act that ended his life. Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
Other parents describe the chilling moments as they searched for their kids Wednesday morning.
I just saw teachers, but it was because the kids were laying down. And I got closer and I just saw blood everywhere.
Police say a protocol requiring the doors to be locked during Mass saved countless lives. But the shooter managed to still fire a total of 119 rounds, aiming through the window. Where are they? The panic is palpable.
The suspect in the Minneapolis Catholic school shooting that killed 2 children and injured 17 people is dead. And this is everything we know so far about the gunman, and it's pretty dark. On Wednesday morning around 8:30 a.m., 23-year-old Robin Westman opened fire through stained glass windows of Annunciation Catholic Church during a back-to-school mass that was packed with children. In a post on X, political commentator Nick Sorter wrote, quote, Robin Westman, previously Robert Westman, the Minneapolis Catholic school shooter, was a man who identified as a woman. He also said Westman began identifying as trans as a minor, which was signed off by their parents per court records. And their name was originally Robert until it was changed in 2020. The shooter's mother is also believed to have worked at the school when the gunman was a student, retiring 4 years ago. According to the New York Post, police are currently investigating a 20-minute YouTube video believed to have been associated with Westman under the channel name Robin W. posted after the shooting. The channel has since been deleted. The video shows diary pages written in both English and Russian, including a manifesto with an apology to the shooter's family. A voice says they're sorry to their family, but not the children. Westman then allegedly tells their parents not to blame themselves for the shooting, writing, quote, I was corrupted by the world and have learned to hate what life is, end quote. Also writing they've been suicidal and depressed for years. Westman also believed they had lung cancer and didn't want to die in a hospital bed. There's also this drawing of the church, which Westman stabs repeatedly, saying, quote, I'm going to blank myself. The video also pans to bullets and gun weaponry on a bed with messages written on them like this. Some of them saying hatred, where is your God? Names of former school shooters, kill pedos, kill Trump now, burn Israel, nuke India, just to name a few. Westman died at the scene of self-inflicted gunshot wounds and was armed with a shotgun, rifle, and handgun. The suspect in the Minneapolis Catholic school shooting that killed 2 children and injured 17 people is dead. And this is everything we know so far about the gunman, and it's pretty dark. On Wednesday morning around 8:30 a.m., 23-year-old Robin Westman
now know what this monster looks like, who took the lives of 2 children and injured 17 others at a grade school in Minneapolis. Suspect was identified as Robin Westman, a trans man who before doing this released multiple videos on social media. They showed his weapons and ammunition laid across his room with messages written on every single one. Some of them said things like, where is your God? And others said things like this. Also had a YouTube channel channel named Robin W, which has since been deleted, and that contained several videos of his guns, a manifesto in Russian and English, as well as a map of the Annunciation Church. In his alleged manifesto, he talks about being depressed, being sick, and thanking his friends and family for being there for him and saying, "I want to go out on my own means." And in the end, he even says, "Pray for the victims and their families." Rest in peace to those poor children who lost their lives, and prayers to everyone affected by this.
The mass shooting consisted of 52 people being shot and 7 people died. So just so you have an idea of what the gun deaths in Minnesota look like, this is for the year of 2023. There were 128 homicides, 379 suicides, 18 other, and young people, 21 people between the ages of 1 to 17. A lot of people do not notice, but a lot of the gun deaths in each state and in America in general are suicide. So there are about 46 to 50,000 gun deaths per year, but specifically in the year of 2023, the US experienced 46,728 deaths from gun-related injuries. Now, of that total 46,000, 56% were from gun suicides, and people affected, like people nearby that were affected by the gun suicides. Only about 40% of that was actual homicides. So as you heard in the video, there was a shooting literally the day before in Minneapolis. This involved 7 individuals. 1 died, 6 were injured. I'll read it to you. Police are searching for a suspect who shot and killed 1 person and injured 6 others at a South Minneapolis intersection in broad daylight Tuesday. Minneapolis police say the shooting happened shortly before 1:30 p.m. at Clinton Avenue and East 29th Street, just east of Interstate 35. The suspected shooter fired approximately 30 rounds from a high-velocity .223 rifle, according to Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara. This level of firepower unleashed in broad daylight is completely sickening and unacceptable.